Yeah, I think there's only, yeah.
What's good?
We all running?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Coco Romero back at it again on the podcast. Something to talk about. I'm here with my brothers PMW Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Hey, every one of y'all introduce yourselves. Do your thing. Come on.
I'm Cino. I do music. I do video. I mix. I got a studio. I do all that shit.
Yes, sir.
My name's Tanner. I'm one of the boys. I do pretty much a little bit of everything, and yeah, this is our crew.
I'm NX. I do gaming content. I do a lot of editing. I'm doing music videos. Which I can't get late. I'm gonna be doing music videos. Just tons of different editing.
Gotcha.
Hold on. Yes, sir. It's your boy Cheech,
Talking to the mic.
aka Benji, aka Ben G. Creating podcasts, YouTube, and all the content with PMW. And let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it. No, for real. No, my first introduction was y'all just through Austin.
Yeah.
It was a cool connection with
Shout
y'all,
out Austin.
and yeah, shout out Austin. And I met y'all doing our interview and shit
Yes,
like
sir.
that. So what made y'all want to get into this music space and this kind of this lane, I guess?
Yeah, we wanted to get into the entertainment scene in general. I don't know, we just feel like our group, we want to bring love back into the community, right? Create more connections with people.
Yeah.
We see a lot of bad in the world today, and you see a lot of people butting heads and more of I'm who's better than who, and it's
Yeah.
no, we're all amazing, we're all our own individuals, and we're capable of so much when we work together and create a community, and there's so much more power in creating those connections than trying to be better than everybody else. And so we're trying
do y'all think I guess the AZ scene is lacking a lot of community and love, and
That's there's a hole in the AZ scene, especially with music. There needs to be more unity. We're stronger together out here.
Honestly,
And so we need to meet more people like you, bro. That's why we're doing these interviews.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard because I'm one of a kind, but that's just me being
Straight up.
cocky and shit. But no, I remember your show. Your show was so lit. The people you brought, that's how I knew I could fuck with y'all. Because I was moshing with y'all crazy and shit. That's how I knew. And you had this motherfucker FaceTime you with shining energy through the fucking phone. How you so energetic, bro? For real.
Bro, it's just right? Every day's a war. Every day you're battling your own demons, and so it's when you, why not focus on the good in the world, right? You have the decision to decide whether it's a curse or a blessing. So I found it a lot easier to go with the blessing than the curse, because I like to, uplift and bring people together and bring the best out of every situation. You don't need to be in the shitter. Granted, you're gonna go through shit, but it's you get to decide how you are at the end of the day.
There's nobody I know with a better mentality and more positive than this man right here. He every day he wakes up and motivates us. We got a group chat with all the homies, and we talk every single day, and it's we have group goals that we want to accomplish as a team, but it's also we want to check up on each other's mental health and make sure everybody's doing good every single day, and know that they got people there supporting their dreams, supporting their mental health, and supporting just them being happy at the end of the day.
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear. People need that shit. Not
for real.
A lot of people are really talented. They just don't got that good group around them. You feel me?
Absolutely.
They don't got that good group around them to nurse them, bring them up to where they're supposed to be. That's how I see it. If anyone just had that great group of friends that just should push them and shit, and a lot of people don't got that, and they won't even try to look for it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But,
people be I'm better on my own, but
you said it, bro. You said it.
It's crazy though, because on your own you can only accomplish so much. You're only capable of so much. So when you have a team and y'all are all focusing on goals to work together to progress and be better, you can accomplish so much more so much quicker. We started taking shit seriously this summer, and to see the connections, the progress we've made already, it blows my mind every day, and it motivates me to go out and do better, because I've seen how little work we've done and how much progress we've made, and it's so insane.
Yes, sir. Wait, before we keep on this conversation, take that prime off. He's not paying us. He's not paying us. So take that prime.
We gonna blur that.
My bad.
But I had this one question written on my notes, but I remember it because I'm really like curious about it. What's y'all plan? Their 5-year plan for y'all, like, because I see y'all have like good people, good mindsets and shit. So, what's y'all like 5-year plan for PMW Entertainment?
So I can kind of start us off with that. When we first started, we sat down and had literally no fucking idea what we wanted to do. We were like, we are capable of so much, but we have no idea. So every day, every Tuesday, like, we do our group meeting. So if we weren't here right now, we would be having a group meeting about the goals that we had set last week, how we accomplished those. If we didn't, what we're gonna do to accomplish those next week, and set new goals for the following week. And so week by week, I've just seen us take on new challenges. Like right now, I've started a business, and we got a couple of the guys in this group that help me with that business, and we do exterior cleaning, solar cleaning, all kinds of stuff like that. We're also jumping into entertainment, where we have the interviews. We're working on getting into music videos, and just like you said, creating a community amongst the music scene, especially in AZ. Like, AZ's so up and coming, we can't fight against each other. It's so small right now, and we are capable of so much as a group that we can accomplish so much more by creating that community in the music scene. So we've been working towards that. And then we also, this man right here is the craziest editor I know, the craziest gamer I know.
No, he was talking about like how you used to have the itch to just edit all the time. Like you be asking people like, when's the next video? Like, when can we do something? Like, let's edit.
Actually, go ahead. You can go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, like, I see y'all posting the games, and now I know it's you. Yeah. Like, how long have you been playing games? And let's just go with that. How long have you been like investing in video games and shit?
I've been playing games honestly my whole life. Honestly, it's just been something I was doing in my downtime. We've been hanging out together for a long time. That's like the one thing that I found with Christian. We met pretty much through games.
That's where we became best friends.
Yeah.
What game? What game? What game?
GTA 5.
GTA 5? Okay,
yeah,
cool,
GTA 5. So, we did gaming content. I was just I wanted to be different from everybody else, and I felt like the best way to do that is to have consistency, have daily content. I have daily content every day. I post videos every 2 weeks on my my YouTube. I'm just trying to show that I'm consistent and I have what it takes to get to that point. And
yes, sir.
That's pretty much it.
I think we got a little off topic with what the 5-year goal was, which is gonna happen. Which is gonna happen. But I think to kind of elaborate on that, we've talked about how we want to start throwing venues, and that's less than 5 years. Within the next year, we want to be able to throw venues where up and coming artists can come to, and they can come promote their shit. They can come get a backstage interview. They can get a music video. They can get to hang out with us as a group and get the whole experience that we have to offer. And like I said, create a community. Go ahead.
For our 5-year plan, at least the way that I see it, is like we all own our own brand. Like Benji, he does the vlogs and he does like YouTube content and podcasts. I do the music. Anxiety, he does the games, and Tanner is just businessman altogether. He just like owns the business.
He's the money man.
I can tell you like where the numbers at, where's the bread at, bro.
Yes, sir.
He's the one that told me to scam, bro. Like, why don't nobody sit down and scam these motherfuckers? It's free after 7.
Bro, literally you made $50 in 10 minutes just sitting there being like $5.
I looked at the story of the person throwing the show, and he was like free after 7, which was so funny.
7:45. Me and Coco are sitting up there.
Yeah, $5.
That shit was so funny.
No, but anxiety, right?
Yep.
Why that name?
Personally, bro.
Talking to the mic, please.
My bad. Personally, for me, I felt like anxiety was something that I struggled with my whole life, just dealing with like life issues. I felt like it's just like a name that represents me. And I'm like, you know what? Let's overcome it. Let's make something of this. Let's kind of bounce off of it. Games, like what's something that you look up, bam, anxiety, how to deal with it, all that stuff. For me, I deal with it through gaming and making content. All my content, just do all that stuff, and pretty much that's it.
What's y'all like favorite like game growing up? What's your favorite game? Like all y'all, what's your favorite game growing up? Like Like, what started it for y'all?
For me, definitely GTA 5, just because the community that the boys had on that, we would just have so much fun. Like, I just have the best memories playing that game.
You didn't play no games like when you were younger, like Crash Bandicoot?
You're thinking that?
Yeah, that one. I'm thinking about like childhood and shit.
Halo.
If you want to talk, let me know. Let me know when you want to talk.
Halo 1, all my brothers played that shit, forced me to play that shit. It is embedded in my soul. That game will forever. Halo and Call of Duty, hands down. I mean, I don't know nowadays, but you can say for those two games, neck and neck, just bangers.
So everybody says Modern Warfare 2 is like their go-to childhood like Call of Duty game. For me, it was Modern Warfare 3. I'm not gonna count. Me and my homies.
Infected, bro. I could run hours on that shit, bro.
Fucking Dome. That Dome map was crazy. And then I remember the 2v2 and 3v3 maps. Oh my gosh. This shit was so fun.
Dude, have you ever, I don't know if y'all were, maybe you were, like they would throw them like custom like lobby games. They would invite everybody to get that shit filled to 18. Yeah. And like, I don't know if you knew this, but like in the custom ones you get to like in the glitch spots. Yeah, and the hoes would be hoes about it. They would put no throwing knives on it. Like, so you would have to get into the glitch just to kill them motherfuckers. Yeah. Yo, I feel like I'm all head talking about that because a lot of motherfuckers don't know about that shit. So shit.
Hey, but what y'all know about GTA San Andreas on the PS2?
I ain't never played it.
I wish I played that.
I remember like 5 years.
It's just flying cars the whole entire time. We hacked Las Vegas on the Xbox Origin. No. Xbox 360, I think, at the time, and just like, bro, we broke that game.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No,
I want to talk about one thing, and this is what kind of Christian everybody's been like really focusing on is like PMW as a whole, the community we're trying to bring is for everybody to realize that they're a puzzle piece. We're all part of one big picture. And we are here to figure out how our piece fits in with everybody else. Because it's really easy to butt heads, it's really easy to fight each other and point at each other and tell each other like, I'm better than you, blah, 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 you don't deserve this. But it's harder and it's more humble and it's more that community approach to where it's like, we are different, we're not the same, how can we work together and how can we fit and create this beautiful picture? So I think
beautiful
that's
words.
Where we're going with that.
No, I agree. I totally agree. Like, how I see it is like, kind of iron sharpens iron. Like, if you see someone, because when I seen your set, I was like, damn, I picked the right motherfuckers to be around. It's like, your shit, your music is fire as fuck, and like, you have a great like community around you going. Like,
that's what separates me, bro. Like, I'm so humble. Like, I'll tell you that I wasn't better than any artist in that room. The only thing that made my set different is these motherfuckers going crazy to it.
Oh God.
Like, straight up.
The energy, bro. Energy as a community, like we said, you can do so much more with a group than you can by yourself. Yeah, it's important to have that community.
100%.
Oh God. Hold on, I got a couple questions lined up for y'all. Actually, I heard this story already, but what does PMW stand for?
So during your interview, which by the way was amazing. It was my favorite interview we've done so far, just because the energy, like at the end, bro, we were sharing some real ass feelings. Like, I got to know you, and that was the first time I ever met you. And like, it was just really cool.
It was raw.
Yeah, exactly. It was raw. That's the best way you can describe that. But at the end, we kind of talked about it. And PMW originally back in high school stood for, if y'all know the A$AP Rocky song, PMW, Pussy Money Weed. We had our boys group really chat back literally sophomore.
Sing it out, boys. Sing it out.
Pussy Money Weed.
Money Weed. Hey.
Yeah, but like freshman, sophomore year, we created a group chat literally called PMW. Didn't think much of it. Our homie Dylan, he's not here right now. Good ass dude, love that man. But shout
out to Dylan. I know Dylan.
Yeah, but we're all like 15, 16, have no money. This man has the bag. All right.
Straight bag.
So he started throwing Airbnb parties, and right when Airbnb started like becoming a big thing, and like before those parties would get shut down, and I remember we threw like 2. And there was one time like people were like, hey, whose house is this? And we were like, this is PMW. And they're like, hey, I fuck with PMW. And we took a shot to that, and like, damn, I don't know, that was one of like craziest dopamine rushes I've ever had. Like, damn, like I've never heard anybody like just say our name like that. And like,
I remember going to parties and people would be like, "Yo, Cino, yo, Chris," and I'm like, "Who is this man?"
Like, you wouldn't even know him, they know you.
Yeah,
that is lit, bro.
That's what parties do. Like when you start throwing parties, like you start getting clout really quickly.
And we're not about clout at all.
We're not about it. But
and that's kind of why we stopped throwing parties. We moved from that scene, and like we kind of died off and went into like our grind mode where we weren't throwing parties, weren't putting ourselves out there. And so we grinded for a couple years in silence and came back last summer and we're like, all right, it's time. Like we're ready. We're different people. We have discipline. Like we have a completely different mentality about life, and we're ready to take it on and share the love that we have with the world. And so we've changed the entire direction of PMW to creating that community, to being that entertainment group. Like we want to talk about sports, we want to talk about games, we want to talk about music. We're not just one venture. We want to talk about business. I started a business. I love talking money. Money's my favorite fucking topic. I'll talk to you about it all damn day.
Money talk.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh God, I like surrounding myself with like creatives, people that like all types of things, and businessmen. So that's what I want to be in the end of the day. I want to make myself into a business. What Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Like he's a whole ass business, just him being a business.
I like that.
Yourself, your image is your business. And like not only that, we also do fitness too. And so like we just have gone into every venture where we want to do what we love with our life and show people that they can also do what they love with their life and make that their life. Like that's the most fulfilling life you can live. You don't have to work for everybody else. You don't have to work for anybody, bro. Like, you really don't, and it's not as hard as they make it out to be. You do just have to work. And I'm sure everybody's, like, listening to this has heard that before, that you have to work, but it's fucking true. Put your head down, get 1% better every day, and look back in 6 months, and you will be amazed with what you can accomplish.
Oh, God. I heard this one quote from, like, a lot of rappers, creatives, and shit. All it takes is one good year.
One good year.
One good year and it could make a whole difference in the world.
Bro, all it takes is one song and it could change your life.
Oh God. But I kind of want to backtrack back to the parties.
Like put your chair closer.
Yeah. But back to the party. I know y'all had beef with another group. I low-key want to talk to you about it. Like you talk to me.
I have some good funny stories about that. What's good? I'm Nick, aka Dome. Rave Dad here in AZ. But yeah, back to those parties, bro. Dylan throwing them. That one where we met King Contraband, we met this rapper there, which I ended up collabing with Chris and stuff. It was hilarious. But Dylan would throw these parties, like spend hella money on them.
How much?
Like I don't even know.
I don't even know.
But like
we like damage it up, so he'd have to pay for all the damages. So like at the end of the day,
y'all charged at the door?
No,
We was just doing it for the fun.
We didn't even know how many people would come, but it'd be like the party of the night every time. But this man Dylan would be the one paying like $500, $400. And that one party, before like anybody got there was like 30 people there. 30 minutes into the party, and he's like throwing up in my car in the garage. And he was passed out the whole party. He didn't even party one time. He got so drunk before it even started. And this girl like broke a coffee table. And
I broke the coffee table.
He broke the coffee table. That's right. And Dylan wasn't even there to like see it. We were just like, oh shit. And there was always fights outside too.
Dude,
so many fights at our parties. Like people trying to fight with us, but like they ended up just fighting each other. We were just like, oh shit. Like,
dude, there was a kid in the neighborhood who heard music and walked down and was partying with us. No. He was already
a kid. Heard the music.
We didn't know who he was. And his parents show up. They knock on the door and they're like, yo, our kid is here. Like, we're not trying to shut it down, but like, go find him. And we kicked his ass out of the party so quickly.
Yeah, but those parties were wild, bro.
Yeah, I felt really bad though, because Dylan like that was the littest party we've ever thrown by far, and Dylan missed out. And I don't know, the energy was insane. I've never been to a party like it, and like I don't know, I almost like feel bad when I go to other parties and I'm like, damn, the energy's not the same.
The trap kickback.
Oh, the trap kickback,
There was like
bro.
30 people at the door.
And Johnny kicked him out.
I threw a kickback at my house, like the first one that I ever threw, because my parents were out of town for like one night. I was like, fuck it, like
we got to.
You know when you're in school on a Friday, like in third period, and you're like sending out that invite to the party. Like I sent it to like 15 people. I was like, bring your friends at the bottom. And it was lit. We had like people outside smoking at the table, people at the fire pit smoking, people inside playing 2K. Everyone just like, it was the first time like all my friends were just like vibing. You see like this friend group vibing with that friend group, and you're like, damn, that's sick to see.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we talked about this a little bit early, or like another time, but y'all had beef with a different group.
Yeah.
You don't have to say their names.
Who wants to go into that?
I mean, I could go into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was just like, you know, we started like throwing PMW parties. We put out flyers, and it's like PMW parties show up, you know, on Snapchat and stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
no name drop.
No name drop.
We ain't playing like that. Though.
We'll just call them 3 letters. And they just started doing the exact same thing, but like way worse, like way worse. Like I remember I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go show up to one of these, and like I didn't even get through the door. It was already shut down by the cops. Like,
damn.
Yeah, and it was just weird. Like the energy in there, like when you came to our party, I don't know, everybody didn't matter if you didn't know anybody there. Everybody's willing to talk to you. Like the energy was cool. Everybody was dancing together. But like I would go there and literally would just be groups of like 4 people sitting in their own group talking to the people that they came with.
Like cliquish parties.
Yeah, it's
those
like
are the
damn.
words.
It's like if I wanted to hang out, it's like if I wanted to hang out with my boys.
There's just always a fight at their parties too.
Yeah.
Straight every time. But gotta explain the beef.
Go ahead, you know it the best.
Yeah, you know the beef best.
Okay, I'll start my part of it.
Yeah.
So like,
It was
for me, I had like gotten with this girl, but she was single at the time, right? And then one of the dudes like got back with her or whatever. Like this was like a year later too. And you know when you get, I just got random DM like, hey bro, like I heard you was talking shit, and I literally don't even know who this dude is. You know, if you get a DM from him, he's like, yo, I heard you talking shit, and I literally did not know who he was at the time, and I was like, for sure, G, like I don't know you, but like what's good? And he's like I heard you like trying to get at my girl and like talking shit, and I was like, bro, that was like a year ago. Like I literally didn't even know what the beef was, but at all. But then like another dude like months later DM me like, heard you was talking shit, heard from my boy, and I was like, bro, like all right, whatever, like you know where to find us. Like
yeah, dudes from that.
Yeah. But for me, like I'm not a beef dude. Like I don't start shit with anybody.
There's no reason.
So
to.
like it's just funny. I get these DMs, and I've got it from like 5 dudes in my high school career, just like from getting with girls and shit. I don't know.
Are you a dude? Are you a slut?
Nah, not anymore.
That's cap. That's cap. I call it cap.
Yeah, you know I be.
You know how it be.
No cap, you giving like Young Gravy vibes. Like, you know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah, I do.
100%.
You look like you a fucking mom, bro.
Yeah,
you don't
you
look like you
gonna
go to
give
the
it
convenience store
mom.
just to get a woman, bro.
Go ahead, let him say that.
Older women are the best women. Like, yes.
Yes.
So
Like,
of course.
well, like 26.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, like, I don't go out looking for milfs, you know, like, where do you find those? If it happens naturally, that's one of those things. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. But no, like, at raves, bro, you meet these girls, and you don't even know how old they are. They don't care how old you are, like, type shit. Like, they tell you, they ask you, oh, I'm 22. Like, whatever. Yeah. But, you go to raves, and you can meet a girl, and then you dance to her, whatever, blah, 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 and you don't even ask the age till later, like, so how old are you? And I'm just like, 20, and they're like, oh shit, like, I'm 26, and then I'm like, yeah, no, like, it's my type. You know? All I gotta say is I like them older like that, you know what I mean? And
Just gotta be smooth.
no, but older women, they just don't play around. You know what I mean? They don't play around.
So what's y'all opinion on, I guess, love nowadays? Are y'all looking for it? Do y'all really care for it?
Dude,
Does it come when it comes or what?
I'm gonna give my small piece on it, but like, love is like the number one thing I'm looking for nowadays. Like, straight up.
Like with a female or just like love in the world?
Love in the world, but like also with a female.
Talk about both. Thank you.
Like, I don't know. I'm not settling for shit, bro. I know I'm worth it, and I want to find love, but I feel like social media is just like the death of like real love and human connection. Like we're the most connected we've ever been, but we have the most mental illness like that we've ever had. And I feel like social media is the reason, because we never like do this, sit in a room with people and talk to each other about our problems. And like, I don't know, I just feel like love is missing everywhere I go. I was deep in partying, never found love, like never found like real love.
I don't feel like you'll ever find love in parties, bro, because everyone, when
100%.
people that really in like heavy party mode, like
they don't even love themselves right now.
Exactly, because they're like poisoning themselves. They're doing all these type of drugs. They're trying to numb themselves at that point. That's my 2 cents on it. Some people can just be having fun. Like when I party, I just have fun. Like, but
I was like that. I got really insecure and like depressed by just like having fun. But that's just like me. I don't know. Like I remember, like I don't know, I was catching bodies for a few months, and then like I don't know, I was just
empty,
never
right?
so empty, bro. Like the music was the only thing that was like giving me will. You know?
I remember, bro, you like faded away from the boys for a little bit during that time. Like it was just kind of sad. Like I was worried, but like, you know, we made it through. We've been through thick and thin, and that's how you know like what I got with these boys is deeper than fucking blood, and I say that all the time. It's crazy, bro.
Anxiety's finally gonna talk. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm getting excited.
Yeah. What's your 2 cents on the topic right now?
What was that?
Love, man.
How do you feel about love?
Honestly, bro, with love, I just kind of look for like my best friend. I mean, I'm not really looking for like anything specific. Right now, I got a girl, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really got much to say about love other than I enjoy it. I mean, it's great when you have that right person, that best friend that's willing to do anything for you, willing to drop what they're doing for you, make sure that you're stable and your mental health is good and all that stuff. That's the plus side of love.
Do y'all think like you need like to go to a new height, you need just a down partner, or
I think
you gotta be free? Like in your
let me tell you. I feel like for music, bro, like giving up my girl and like the breakup was the best thing ever, because it let me put all my focus towards music, and it's definitely brought me to another level. But at the same time, like, bro, like I want a girlfriend, but I see how y'all's girlfriends act around me, and that shit is just like not okay.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
Dude, I'm in the rap scene, bro. Like, it's funny, I'd be talking to a girl like at a show or something, and then like I look her up and she's got a full man's, and I'm like, wow. Okay.
Hey, real quick, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, good. Tell me a story, bro. I know you got stories. Don't say no name.
We good. No comment. No comment.
No comment. I'll go into that. I think to be ready for a partner, I learned this in high school too, just through relationships, is like you have to be independently happy with who you are and happy being by yourself to be happy with someone else. Because once you get in a relationship, if you're not happy with who you are, you depend on that other person for happiness and love. And you gotta love yourself, be confident in who you are, and be happy knowing either way what happens. Even though I love this person, if I was without them, I'd still love myself just as much and be just as, like, I'll obviously go through some shit, but I'd be just as happy because I know who I am and I'm confident in who I am. And when you're both independently happy, that's when you have a real fucking relationship. That's real love right there. That's different because you're able to respect each other's boundaries, have trust, have that communication, and all of that is important, and none of that is possible unless you are content with who you are and know, like, got that swagger of like, you could go fuck me over, and that don't change how I feel about myself. That just changes how I feel about you, and it shows your true colors.
That's so facts. That's so facts.
Okay. What about you, Young Gravy? I feel like you're a tutor.
Dude, yeah, love, bro. Love is amazing.
Talk into it.
Yeah, like I haven't had a girlfriend since like 2018, and it's kind of funny because like you think like, oh damn, it's kind of by choice, you know. But at the same time, it's like for me, I'm at the point where like I'm super picky on who I'm gonna date. Like dating, like, because for me, like I'm nowhere near honestly like ready, like you were talking about, myself to give that to somebody else right now. But I think it's beautiful when you meet someone naturally And like no matter what it actually turns to, like I've met a lot of girls this year, and like you think like, oh, maybe like I don't know what it's gonna turn out to, but like I'm a good guy and I'm not the type to like cut someone off just because like we're not gonna date. It's like I still vibe with you, and so I'm still close with like a lot of girls like that. But like dating, I'm not really ready right now, but it's always like if that person comes around, you know it's that person type shit.
No, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Like you ever seen that Rocky interview? He's like, when do you think you'll be ready to find the one? He's like, tomorrow, right now. Like,
no, for me it's God's plan.
Yeah, it's like whenever she comes, you feel me? But I like what you said about the music. Like once you broke up with your girl, like all you had to focus on was music. I feel like that feeds into my little like. I feel like I use the music as an excuse to be a thought. You feel me?
It goes full circle. It goes both ways. Like,
oh God, cause like I found myself just like doing shit, like just fucking with a girl, just for the story. Like
just for the music.
Just for the music, just for the story. Like, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, you feel me?
Hey, bro, live life. Oh well.
I mean, there's pros and cons to it. You learn lessons from everything. I think something I have learned is I've learned so much more from my failures, which I don't consider failures. I consider it a learning lesson. But I've learned way more from any failure per se than any success. Like success, it's like, damn, like that was easier than I thought. Like I was able to actually reach that goal. But when you fail, you learn why you failed, and then you get better at your worst attributes. And so I think that is very important, is like taking that shit head on and like finding the excitement in the hard times and finding that discipline to keep going. So
yeah, perfectly. I like the word discipline you use. Like, what keeps y'all disciplined? Like, other than like y'all boys, obviously, but like, what keeps y'all motivated to be like, all right, I'm gonna text this group chat. I'm gonna do what I gotta do today. I'm gonna make my music. I'm gonna game. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna run fucking everything.
Actually, Tanner, you start.
Yeah. Like you said, you don't like. Besides the boys play a big role into it. Like literally every morning, I wake up and like I woke up today at 7 a.m. and I thought I got up early. At 6 o'clock, I had texts in my business group chat, in the PMW Entertainment group chat, and in the fitness group chat that all 3 of my boys are already on their grind. And it's like, dude, if they can work that hard, why can't I? And it's bigger than that. Like, you don't want to compare yourself to other people because it's you versus you every day, and I have a goal of getting 1% better every day, and like I'm proud of myself. When I go through a day,
I think it's great to have that kind of people because like I like bringing this shit up because it's so fucking true. Iron sharpens iron,
it's
bro.
So factual.
Iron, so factual. Like, cause you can't sharpen something with like dull ass motherfuckers, bro.
Nah.
Like they're just gonna push you back, hold you back, not make you your true self. That's how I love to see shit. Like I got love from mad people that I've done left. I'm not gonna say left behind because if they hit me up, I'm there for them. But
you've gone your separate paths. But you still got love for them type deal.
Exactly.
I love that quote, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah,
his mom told me that quote in 7th grade, and that shit has stuck with me forever. And like really, since then, I feel like all of us have really sharpened each other, been there for each other, and it's really cool when you have people that support you. Like you want to show out for them, you want to do good for them as much as you want to do good for yourself. It's just a crazy overall experience, and just the more progress I see, and like the more I've failed and the more I've succeeded, the more I want to keep going. Like per se today, I woke up this morning at 7 a.m. I haven't been home. I fucking went and worked for 10 hours, went to the gym, got some food and came straight here, and I'm happy and fulfilled by my day, and I'm not like, damn, today sucked ass. Like, no, today was fucking great. I made so much progress and I stuck to my goals, and that makes me happier than fucking partying, sitting around, and not making any progress and be like, damn, waking up in the same place tomorrow, fucking sad that I'm doing the same thing and not knowing when I'm gonna be free. And like financial freedom's huge to me because that's the freedom to do what I want when I wake up every day. And that's what brings real happiness, is having that.
Woo, you got me fired up, bro.
That changed it up.
Fucking having that ability, bro, to wake up every day and be like, what am I gonna do today? That's a crazy feeling, bro.
Tell him, damn, that shit, come on. Yeah, for real. Nah, but I feel like it's always good to, when you had a hard day at work, you haven't like sat down. Like for me, I've worked. I had one day I had to work an 8-hour shift, do a podcast, then go into another 8-hour shift. You really have to earn your sleep sometimes, bro. You have to earn them breaks. You got to earn them sleep, and then get up to do the same shit the next day sometimes, bro.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
For me personally, I feel like. Can you repeat the question that way I stay on top of it?
What does discipline mean?
Yeah, what does discipline mean to you,
discipline
bro?
for me, I feel like something that I've learned throughout the boys group is trying to make sure to work 12 hours a day, like doing content, making sure to be productive as much as possible. I feel like something that I used to struggle with, that I kind of tackled my old self, was I enjoyed life a little like too much. I know that sounds kind of crazy to say, but it's like kind of taking life too slow, not really having any goals, not having anything like aspirations. So trying to be disciplined, making sure I work 12 hours, be very productive throughout those 12 hours, get content. That's why I edit so much. I try to keep my mind running, and then ever since then, I've changed my whole life because of it. It's crazy.
Oh God, there's this one quote. I like how you say keep it slow. That made me think of this other quote. I forgot who said it, but I'm figuring out that it's true.
Yeah.
He said life slows down when life goes fast when you're not busy.
Yep.
You gotta do more shit and everything just fucking slows the fuck down.
It's crazy.
Like you're caught up in more moments, you're caught up doing more shit like that, and I figured out that's more true. Cause I'm every little thing I do throughout my day, I'm really in that moment. I'm like, okay, I gotta do this right now. I'm caught up in this moment right now because this is a beautiful moment. I'm with people I really fucking vibe with. There's so many people just interacting, vibing, networking, homies in the back. Like, this is a moment right now.
Grateful for the opportunity, bro.
Yeah, I really appreciate you having us on.
I appreciate meeting y'all. Like.
Dude, we've been talking about it too. Like you are a blessing that we met you, bro. Like, as thankful as you are for us, like, we are that much more thankful for you, bro. Like, I don't know, you just matched our energy from day one. I remember leaving that interview being like, bro, like, this man's part of the community we're trying to build. He is the type of, like, we want to bring everybody, but he's the type of person that we want to be around. Like, these goals that you're telling me about, we were talking at Chris's show about all these goals that you have, and it's just like, damn, that inspires me. That's what motivates me to stay disciplined, to seeing other people on their fucking shit and working towards the shit that makes them happy. And yeah, so bro, like, it's been amazing and a blessing meeting you. Like, God does things for a reason, and I believe like he put you, like, you hit us up for a reason. Like, that was really cool. I didn't know what was gonna come of that. I was excited for the interview. By the end, I was fucking leaving with a big dopamine rush and just as thankful to fucking do that interview as like anything, dude. It was awesome. I could tell
this man was definitely a good part of PMW when I saw him at the show. His energy was unreal, bro. He brought the energy to that show, bro. It was crazy. I remember seeing this man getting a running start at me. He was coming. I literally see him in the back of my eye, and I duck out of the way, and then he takes out some little kid right after, like, oh my God. And then that man's on stage. Chris was like, should I help? No, okay, I gotta perform. We're good. I'm like, oh. But yeah, man, your energy's
I thought I was raging to my homie's show, and you just met Chris like literally the past 2 weeks, and I look over, bro, and you are going crazy. You bring the energy just as much as anybody. At one point, I watched you literally slide across the mosh pit on your stomach, fly, do a twist move, turn around, get back up, and go right back to moshing like nothing fucking happened. I'm like, damn, that boy crazy.
I love showing support, man. What can I say? Especially
that's real love. That's real love.
What's your favorite note song?
What comes around goes around.
I don't know, but it was just fire. Like, I wish I knew more of it. I haven't really peeped it. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really peeped it. But when I listened to it, I was like, I would listen to your shit. Like, bro, you had bitches. The girls that you invited, you had bitches. Like, she's like, oh my God, he's so good.
Literally, bro. I see him like drooling over you on the side. I look over, they're like. I remember, because those same girls that you saw there were in the trap, which is like where we all like used to hang out. It's the boys' house, like where we always hang out. And I remember the first time Chris started making music, he performed in the trap, no mic, nothing, just listening to lyrics off his phone with some random ass beat. And those girls were in there just like bumping with him. And I'm sure we could find the videos and the memories somewhere. And literally fucking 2-3 years down the road, 4 years down the road, they're at the show and they're like, bro, C-Note's really that motherfucker. Like we're fucking with him because he was the homie, but like, no, he is like that.
It's 2018.
Oh, what the? Hold on.
What is that one?
I'm gonna put the video up. I'm gonna put the video up, but that's just lit. That's amazing that you had that kind of confidence to be like that, cause like
we were like Chris.
No, because like a lot of people don't have that confidence. Like I have, I had to build this confidence, bro. Like the confidence that you see with me right now it wasn't born with that. It was manufactured, made, fucking, like trial and error. Like in the end of the day, how my mindset I see it now is, end of the day, I fuck with myself, right? No one gotta fuck with me. And like you seen it at my show, right? Like I was vibing so hard to myself. I was just having fun just to be there, bro. Like I was just cracking jokes to motherfuckers on like there. Like I mean, bro, what made me so happy was seeing this one dude that was just mean-mugging the whole time eventually crack a smile. Just like nodding his head. That made my fucking day, bro. I was like, and I pointed out, I was like, see, don't let me see you have fun.
Yeah, bro. Me going and getting shots of like all the performers that I saw that night. Your set, the energy just completely shifted, bro. Like I definitely saw the most crowd participation, and like people were like eyeing you, and you were like so calm to just like talk to everyone and make everyone feel like a part of your set. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what it takes, bro. Like it's all about the people. It's all about giving them that experience. You know.
You really came out like since the day I met you, bro. You had that swagger, you have that confidence. Like you showed me a video of you and your friends like doing some street vlogs, and I'm not gonna say what happened, but like
I'll show the clip right now.
but then I'm gonna say what happened. This boy was spitting game and had like told a girl, let me spit in your mouth, and she fucking oh my.
Face, baby, alright, let's get this shit right. Sit tight, head so
for this man, full ass.
I ain't show y'all.
I haven't seen it. I've heard about it.
So fucking crazy. And I was like, damn, like that takes that confidence. And like what Chris is saying, where you brought the most energy to your set out of anybody. Like that's the type of people we want to be around, that have that confidence in themselves, because it attracts other people and it rubs off on them, and that's why you see your crowd was so involved. And I'm sure a lot of them you didn't know at all, but like damn, you look down and like damn, they're all rocking with you, and so that's just fucking cool, bro. Really cool.
That's what I try to do. Like people gravitate to people having fun. Yeah. Like as long as you have fun and don't trip about what the fuck Joe Schmo over here doing.
So fast.
They will vibe with you, or at least crack a smile and laugh. And as long as that happens, you won them over. Like maybe it might not be then. Maybe they'll come to the next show or the next. Cause there's a small community building right now, so I'm eventually gonna run into the same motherfuckers. Yeah. So they'll be like, oh my god, it's Coco. He made me smile the other time. I fuck with him. Let me get his gram this time. And that just, it's the recognition.
Networking and building connections is one of the biggest things in this world. Not in any industry, in this entire world. If you want to be successful, you have to be able to talk to people. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. That's how you learn from people. Like, for example, this is a little off topic, but I'm sitting in the sauna and after my workout, and this dude, like, we just start talking, and now he's my mentor for this business I started. Today he gave me, he's letting me use this $4,000 piece of equipment that's literally changing my entire possibilities with this company, and he taught me so much today. And like creating those connections, if I would have not opened my mouth in that sauna and just started talking to some random dude, I would have never made that connection. And like oh my gosh, it's just like, that was another thing where it's like, damn, God put him in my life. Like
just out of luck,
there was
bro.
no reason he needed to be in that sauna at the same time as me, besides there was a reason. Like yeah, literally fate. And so it's just cool. Like if you create those connections and you put yourself out there, you manifest what you want. And so that manifestation of you putting yourself out there is gonna bring the things you want eventually. It might not happen from the first conversation, but you can learn anything from anyone. And so have an open mentality, be willing to listen to other people, and put yourself out there and put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable, because that's how you grow and you become better. And I think that's so important to find happiness in this world.
No, yes, sir.
That's so facts.
I have this thing. I've met so many people that like are capable of great things. I bet y'all have too. Like, all you gotta do is just put in the time to work, stay consistent. That's all you gotta fucking do. But they don't want to do it. So, transitioning to the question I got for you, what do you think holds people back? I know y'all asked me this question, but I didn't get y'all 2 cents on that thing.
Yeah, of course.
I want to hear from you, Anxiety, too, because you've been quiet. And you too, bro.
100%. And the only thing that holds you back is self-doubt, bro. Like, the thing that we have as PMW that we've been telling each other this week is, like, you don't fail unless you quit. Like, you can fail in whatever you're doing as long as you get back up. You didn't fail. That's success. Like, if you diverted from the path, that's your only way that you fail. And like, the only reason that you're not doing what you do is because you don't believe you could do it. Like, if someone came up to you and you were like, yeah, whatever you do, you're not going to fail at it, you're going to succeed, what would you do? That question.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
Is, how big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
Exactly.
I know what the fuck you're talking about.
And like, you can't do it. Like, the only thing that's holding you back, like, if you really believed you could do that thing that you think about when you go to bed, you'd be waking up and doing it because you knew you could. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't live in the past, don't live in the future, live in the present. It's you versus you every single day. And the more you apply yourself in the present, create those connections and network, you will be successful. Don't give up. It's simple.
I feel like the hard part for a lot of people is they don't have a lot of confidence. And something that I found with myself with this group of boys is they give me a lot of confidence. They get me to be like, dang, Anxiety, that post was so good. That post was fire. I loved it. Or whatever. Like, even just hanging out and we're just around the fire, just smoking, all that. We're just vibing. And that just gives me confidence. It was so crazy. We had a time where we were just taking a break and I was at the lowest of points in my life, and then I came back with the boys and I've never been happier in my life. It's crazy. It's just what it is. Confidence. It's really just confidence.
Well, that's your gravy.
Shit, what holds people back? It's obviously it's themselves. It's the mind, because everything's in the mind, and like most people have a fucked up mind, and whatever way that is. But what I feel like the morning is the most important part of the day. Like the morning for me are really trippy. Like it's a really important part because you wake up and you think about your life. You wake up and you think about, oh shit, I have this. Oh shit, I have this. Like, you know when you wake up like as a kid and you're like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. Like you remember like in the morning, you go to bed, you wake up, and then you remember like, oh shit, this happened to me yesterday. I gotta deal with this today. And that's the moment in the morning when you decide if that's gonna be a good thing or if that's gonna make you have a bad day. You know what I mean? So everything in your life, you wake up and you're like, okay, yeah, I got this, but you gotta be grateful for everything you do have. And then you just keep riding on it. Because you gotta just catch a flow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
You gotta catch a flow, habits, like morning routine. Like people think they're gonna be successful, but they don't make their bed. You know what I mean? Like, it's that simple thing, because it's a domino effect, you know? You make your bed, you stick to a routine every morning, and then you're just gonna get the easy things, you gotta get out of the way first. You know what I mean? You gotta get the bad habits out of the way, the easy things out of the way first, and then everything will just become easier and easier. And you guys are the big example of that. Like, all these motherfuckers, like, way more disciplined than I am. Like, they're on their fucking shit, and it's super fucking cool to watch. And like, I'm so grateful. These are my boys, and I'm like in this group chat and everything, and it's crazy because like I met Sino. Well, I've known Sino my whole life since I was a baby. I met this dude in 7th grade. I met this dude playing soccer when I was 10. I met him in 5th grade. Benji was actually the last one we all met when he was a freshman. But it's just crazy because like I in a way like brought everybody together in this group. And now
he really did.
Everyone's close to each other in their own ways, which is beautiful, and we're all one big group. But it's because you bring these people together, and then later in your life, they're the ones like pushing you through. You know what I mean?
You literally
it's
like we didn't know anybody here, and like we were all friends through you. And now I can say like each one of these people are my best friends. I talk to every single one of them every day, and like I got a little bit of an example of what does hold people back. It's first of all they get scared of trying things that scare them. For example, me and one of a very important member of this group who's not here. He lives in Tucson. His name's Ben. But me and Ben were out selling 2 summers ago and we sold pest control for a summer, and I learned a lot from that experience. But we were taking a break one weekend, and we were with his family on the beach, and we were swimming, and we were getting fucked up by these waves. Like, I felt so out of shape. I looked over at him like, bro, like, I'm about to die, like, out of breath over some little ass waves. And we looked at each other and we were like, bro, we gotta fix this. We gotta do something. And so in that exact moment, we went back to the beach and signed up for a triathlon on the spot.
Yo, that's crazy.
Swear to God. And so this past March of 2021, me and Ben went and did a triathlon, trained for it. The hardest thing I've ever done. You do a mile swim, you do a 25-mile bike, and a 6-mile run. And
that's it.
And by no means were we like top finishers or anything, but damn, like it was a you versus you moment, and I felt like the champion leaving that day. Like, oh my goodness, dude, I felt accomplished. I stuck to a goal and I went and fucking did it, and it scared me. I remember the night before, laying in this hotel room, scared as shit. I couldn't fall asleep because my nerves were going crazy because I was like, I have asthma and I'm fucking gonna die. We get in the water that morning. It is literally, I have a full body wetsuit and it is the coldest water I've ever felt in my life. I look back, homie Ben is doggy paddling through the mile swim, because if you put your head under the water, you lost your breath. You couldn't breathe. He doggy paddled for a mile. But it wasn't giving up. Me and him swam for 40 minutes straight.
I would have done the back swan.
Oh, I did. I turned my back and like got some rest. But that experience right there was like, the only reason that would have held me back from not doing that is me being like, damn, I'm out of shape. I can't do that. No, I was like, damn, I'm out of shape. So I need to fucking convince myself that I can do anything I put my mind to. And that built so much discipline for me. So that was a really cool learning experience.
I feel like that story is a good transition to the next question I got. It's like, what about PMW like lights y'all up? Like, just keeps y'all wanting to keep doing what y'all do. Like,
one word: positivity.
Positivity.
Each other, though. Honestly, that's like, for me, I feel like just seeing them every day. Like, I wake up, or for example, I'm up all night, bro. I'll be honest. I grind all night.
We all are, bro.
Yeah, I grind all night, literally throughout the night, and then I wake up, or I'm about to go to bed. They're waking up. I see a text from Ben, okay? Morning post, boys, you gotta have a blessed day. Hope you guys stay grinding. I'm like, shit, I was grinding all night. Homie just sent the text, let's start grinding. So now I'm pulling a 24-hour.
Positivity is the biggest thing I think this group has. Like, we will meet any single person and it's not like, oh, fuck that douchebag over there. I don't know him, but he looks like a douchebag. No, it's like, let's go meet the homie, like, dab each other up. What's your name, bro? Like, we're real ass people. That boy Benji over there is the most positive person I've ever met in my entire life.
God, bro, he lit me up through a phone, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I was just like,
exactly.
Benji, I felt your energy through a fucking phone. That's how you know you crazy, bro.
And I hope in that interview we did with you the first time, you just felt the energy we had, because I felt yours, and it was just a real ass experience. And I think that was what makes us different, is the community of realness, love. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I was nervous about that interview, bro, because deadass, I didn't have time. I wrote a verse. I wrote a whole song in 15 minutes. I feel like it showed. Like, it was, in my opinion, it was not the best. But I was nervous about rapping, and then like I got y'all laughing, so I'm like, okay, cool. We're cool. It's whatever at the end of the day. And then like we did the interview and shit. And everything went smoothly, and then I showed C-Note, we played the lip lock, and then he was vibing out with me. I was like, yes, I ain't trash. I left with a good impression, because he was vibing out, he was having fun, we were just having fun filming that shit. So, what was y'all like? I know y'all kept like dropping little gems already about it, but like, I guess first impression of me.
That this boy knows who he is. Like, I knew you was confident in yourself. I knew you knew what you were doing, and like, you were really outgoing. Like, I saw like you talking to Austin and like giving him advice. I just saw you were like that person that people can look up to and people can trust to talk to, and that was really cool. And I think that allowed us to open up in our conversation and have that energy. So, I want you to.
Well, bro, for me, like, like, I meet a lot of people in the music, and like everybody's kind of like has this like, I don't know, like personality or like ego in a sense. And like what sets you different from everyone else other than the music? Because like I heard the music, I was like, okay, this man can make music for sure. Like since literally the first note you sang like in Austin's studio, I knew like you could make music. But it's not about that. Like you were just a real person. Like we were cracking jokes with Austin about that random freaking catfish. and I was just like, yeah, bro, like this man is just a dope person. Like he's not, I don't know, he's not like has the ego to where, you know what I'm saying, you can't just be yourself, you know. That was my first impression, you know.
No, for me, like, cause like I met you at the concert. Yeah. But for me, like, if I walk in and see like one of my boys or all my boys like standing next to you, like vibing with you, like I already know like he's valid, like 100%.
Yeah.
And like obviously that proved to be right. But it's like just you being homies with Chris, like anyone that Chris fucks with and trusts, like I automatically know their vibe's crazy. So yeah.
Real people attract real people, you know?
For me, when I first met you, that was literally like what Nick said. I could tell that since everybody was fucking with you, like, hey, this is who, this is blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, perfect. I went up to you right away and I was like, hey, I'm Nick, nice to meet you. And it was like, right after that, it was like, hey, what's up? Just like the good, positive energy. And that's just first impression.
I try to give out because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I never had that positive role model, like I could look up to and talk to. I never had that, so I guess I somehow became that to other people. So
that's a cool thing.
I feel that.
But it's important to have that positivity around you too. And like we said, man, like you're one of us, bro. Like we would love to hang out anytime. Like we want to keep collabing. We want to keep working together. Like, bro, I've known you for 2 weeks now. You've inspired me more than you probably know, bro. Like for real. And I think you deserve to know that, bro. Like, I don't know if you realize, I see how hard you grind from just like that first conversation. You're like, damn, I work 2 jobs. We got done with the interview. Like, I got to go to work right now. What? He's like, I just got off work. I wrote a quick song. I came to the interview. I got another work. Got to go to work again. And it's like, that's how you know, like, you're about your grind. And just seeing people who have goals and push themselves to reach those goals is really cool. Because you can have goals, but if you don't do anything about it, like, bro, keep dreaming, because that's all you're doing.
Oh God, bro.
Well said.
How I see it is, some people like I talked to my homie. Where is he at? Alex. I'm sorry if I'm putting you on blast right now, but he talks about like he's a big dreamer, bro. He's a big dreamer, and like he just says he doesn't move on his shit because he overthinks it, and I feel like that's the killer of progress, overthinking shit. Because I think as long as you just take a step in the right direction. It don't matter if you fuck up, fail, because you probably will. You probably will.
You definitely will.
We failed so much throughout this whole entire PMW process. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
We get right back up the next day, do better.
Oh God.
Hey, what was the clutch?
I guess. Yeah, we'll be a little. I guess.
Benji.
We'll be a little funny. I guess. Like, what's the way that y'all slide into DMs?
Dude.
Wrong people.
Yeah, I got rich.
Honestly, like. It's so like.
Talk a little bit to the mic.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's so.
Yeah,
I'm down to sell this.
Close?
And I would put it out a little bit. The DMs. The DMs.
What's your go-to DM?
So, dude, I rarely DM anymore, right? Because, like.
You send a dick pic. Got you.
Right. First thing. But when I do, it's kind of just like straight to the point. It's like
the dick pic.
Like, like you're so fire. Like some shit like that. Just like straight up calling it how it is. Because obviously we're at the point like we don't give a fuck. Like they think they're fine or not. They know. So you just tell them like, goddamn, like you're fucking, you're a guy. Like holy shit. But
how often does that work,
dude? Not often. But I don't do it often. I don't slide in DMs often because like lately, here's what I found out, like, or like you go to shows, like for me I go to raves and stuff, and like DMing a girl, at least a fine girl, right? DMing like a fine girl, like hella followers type shit, the chances that DM will lead to like a link up is like pretty low, at least with me. You know what I mean? Like those chances are low. But that's why you go out to like Gold Rush, these raves, you meet the finest women in Arizona, and it's just raw right in front of you. Like, what's up? I'm Nick. Like, boom. right on the spot. That's just why. Like meeting people in person, so
100%.
so fun.
No.
Right.
So fun. Like meeting girls, because you meet a girl and you vibe with her, you don't know anything, and then you finally get her Instagram, and then it's like, oh, she's one of those like 3K followers. Like if I DM'd her, I'd never get play. But you meet these girls in person at these raves, and then you're like, damn,
I feel like
that's
the best way to get like play is plant that seed.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man,
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah, just
Can't do
just
that.
be chill, be a cool dude, and then like just watch it grow. Because they'll eventually text you and be like, oh my god, he was vibe. I should vibe to this party. I should vibe to this, and then eventually you'll be like, you'll get pussy like C-No.
Right, bro? Because we're not robots. We don't like. How can you put so much passion and like love and drive in a
DM.
fucking text? Can't.
Right. Like in
And then-
person, the game is so smooth.
Right.
Like
and
over
people
text.
interpret like differently. Like they think you like fucked up when in reality like you like saying it meaningful. Like it's ridiculous. So that's definitely personal interaction is 100%. gotta be flesh to flesh, 100%. You know.
Just hold the mic like that because it's kind of.
So we've been running ads on PMW, and we ran one for my new song "Like Me," and it's been doing really good for like just putting like a few months, like a little bit of money in. But a bunch of girls like start following me from like Michigan, like Florida, like I don't know, and I'd be like, bet I'm probably never gonna meet these girls, so like I just be like, bro, I call this one girl mommy straight up, like called her mommy, said she had them milks. I'd be like just trying new shit, bro, like yeah, straight up, bro. Dude, it works too. They fuck with it. Like that's the crazy part. Like if you, no, they all types, bro. Right, they all types.
We like the whole rainbow.
We like all of them, bro. And like I remember there was this one girl, and we were talking about autoerotic asphyxiation.
Talking about what?
Explain to people what that is.
Yeah, what is
That
it?
is
I don't know.
that is like being choked during sex for more pleasure.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's called what? Auto communication?
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
I've never heard that
Ben's
one.
gonna walk up to a girl and be like,
What a long ass name, bro.
that's my next plan, man. Like next time I see a fine girl walk up, say whatever you
Is that
say.
your kink, bro? Is that your kink? You like choking bitches to death?
I like it when
Anyways.
Oh my.
Or then they put a blindfold on you.
You like getting blind? Oh, y'all like getting
Only
like.
one time it's happened, but it was kind of fun. Not being able to
I'm
see
scared of
anything.
that, bro. Like, what if they blindfold you and steal your money, bro? Like,
No, yeah, got it. No Mona Lisa type shit.
yeah, I love that song, bro.
Coco, so I got a question for you.
Go for it.
How'd you get your name?
Coco? Because like, all the yeah I do. No, I'm playing.
Benji's like, you got some more?
No, I'm playing. I was watching the Pixar movie and I was like, I feel like that's like a cool Hispanic, like, you will see like a Hispanic dude named Coco, right?
Right.
I just said, I'll take it. Like that ass. I was just watching the Pixar movie and I was like, I feel like that's a cool name.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And like I've been telling like people I know from like high school and shit, my name, right?
Right.
Like it's Coco, and they're like, that fits you.
Right.
That fits you. Like I don't know if it do. Like, do I look? Yeah.
Nah,
it
you look
fits.
right.
I can see it.
Right.
Cool. But yeah, like that's how I got it.
I like that.
What about you, Benji? Because you make money?
Bro, Benji, 4th grade. There was another Ben Birch.
Fuck that dude. I don't even know him. Yeah. He's out there. He sound like a tool.
He's watching. He's like, okay, dislike the video now.
He got put in the same class as me. We'd never been in the same class leading up to this. I always knew he was there, but didn't associate myself. And then he got put in the class and it was Ben, bro, and I hated that. There's no way I'm same breed as somebody else, right?
Oh God.
So I was like,
You
what?
the avatar, homie.
Right, bro. So I was like, what strategically could I do to change from this guy? And I wasn't gonna do Benjamin because that's when my mom would say that when I got in trouble. So I was like, Benji, okay? So I'm a dyslexic kid. This is 4th grade.
Same.
I spelled Benjy. Nobody spells it like that. And my mom's like, what the hell? And so like, But I kept it, and ever since that, I respected it because it's like exactly how it needed to happen in the moment.
I like this.
I got so too for the longest time.
No, I like this. I like this. So, how was y'all childhood growing up? Like, did y'all like poverty, like, or middle class? Like, how was it for y'all? Like, do you have any?
Basic American, like doing good, middle class. Like 2008, house economy hits. Like, oh shit, we gonna be good. Like, oh, we're good. Like 3 kids, you know. I had an older brother, younger brother. 3 years older, 3 years younger, so I'm the middle child.
Gotcha.
And my mom and dad met in California, and
I get those vibes.
My mom got pregnant with my older brother, and so they were like, "Fuck, gotta like get this shit going," you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we lived in California, like near Six Flags, so I was like 4. But then it was like, shit, California's getting expensive. Like, sell the house, you know, for profit, move. So we moved to Arizona, I was 4, to Mesa. Been here ever since. But my parents split in 2017, I think. So then it was like, okay, each parent doing their own shit. Like my dad, like, I could move out on his own type shit, mom on their own.
Gotcha.
So, but honestly, I feel very blessed. Like, obviously,
I mean, we here right now, right?
Right. There's people.
We all blessed.
Like, we are very, very blessed. But like everything that's shitty that's happened in my childhood, like, made me a mature person, and like I'm thankful for everything, because everything kind of happens for a reason. Like, we're stepbrothers now, and the only way. You know, it's like shitty at first. Parents split. His parents split before. But then my mom is married to his dad now, and like we're closer than we've ever been because of that. Like, it could have been like parents split, weren't friends anymore, he would have lived, but he came and lived with me, and he was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, we're living together now. And that's when everything started. That's when the music started and everything. Like, no, just like the grind with him. I've been there since the first raps he's ever rapped. You know what I mean? Like in that video in the room. Like, that was my room, you know, and like Chris would come there every Friday. He'd be at a high school in Litchfield, I'd be at high school in Mesa, and he'd be like, bro, I'm coming at like 3 on Friday. And so we had the whole weekend. We just invited a bunch of women over to the trap, sang the songs, and that was the first time we got into smoking.
Oh yeah, crazy.
And we'd smoke out of an apple every weekend.
Tell me y'all first, like, I guess, experimentation with drugs. Like, tell me your first, like, high moment, smoking weed moment, or even with alcohol. Tell me about that shit.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you real quick. Mine, okay, so at this point, these motherfuckers, or him and Tanner, had already done it. And I was like, bro, I used to be that kid who's like, I want to go to the military. I was like, yeah. I remember that. Alex, I stopped being friends with him because he asked to smoke with me. And I was like, I dropped him. Like, that was the kid who I was. And then, straight up. And then, like, it comes my freshman year, spring break. And they've been trying to get me to smoke for like 2 weeks now. And like each time I'm like, And then Johnny, our older brother, he comes in with a pen. Like, so the first time I ever smoked was from a wax pen.
Oh no.
And I remember I took 2 hits, and then I was sitting back and I was like, what is even going on? So I went back and like took another one, like fat hit, and I swear I did not like sit up the rest of the night.
Most insane night ever.
Insane night ever. I couldn't stop laughing. Like I don't know. I just like.
It was also my first time off any wax. It was with a wax pen. Like the first time I smoked weed was a couple weeks before him. He didn't want to smoke it. Like, we were at a park with this little pipe, you know, first time in the pipe, like, what the fuck is this? And he didn't want to smoke it, but me and Tanner smoked it. And we went to this girl's house in my neighborhood, and Chris went home. But I remember the first time I ever felt being high, I walked up the stairs and I looked at the wall, and there was these 3 holes like that, like someone took a picture out of a wall, and I was like, bowling ball. Like, and then I walked to the bathroom, and I looked at myself. You know, when you look at yourself and you're like, holy shit, like, I'm so high. Like, your eyes are just like, fuck. You're like, and then you look at your Tanner, I'm like, bro, fucking what the fuck? And we're just laughing, like, can't stop laughing.
I remember they came home the next day and they were like, bro, we were walking up the stairs high as fuck and we realized that there's nothing behind you. Like, there's nothing behind you. Like, because you can't see it. They were like, because they couldn't see it, they were like, there's just nothing behind me. Like, that's what they were telling me.
This is some crazy shit. I was like in the dark type shit.
Just random ass like high thoughts and shit.
No,
Bro,
for
there's
real.
nothing behind me.
But the first time we had a wax pen, like my older brother, like we were 15, we were both 15. And we turned on like this trippy drug video on YouTube on my little TV with like these trippy videos, right?
I can just imagine you going.
And like, I have crazy videos too. Chris is sitting on the couch like, oh, what the fuck? Like watching the TV. And I'm just like giggling and shit. And Tanner walks in the room with literally a full ass handful of motherfucking snacks. Remember that? Oh yeah. He walks in with Nilla wafers. He walks in with shredded cheese and like Nilla wafers, cheeses. And then he spills all the Nilla wafers on the whole couch everywhere. But we were just so high.
What about you, man? I know. I feel
Bro, oh my gosh, it was evil. Okay, so I don't smoke. I had been vaping because I had gotten to that like freshman year, you know. Everybody's doing it. I was like, gotta try it. Snuck one, and I was like, ooh, getting buzzed is awesome. But we're at their house, and it's night, and they're like, Benji, you gonna smoke tonight? Right? And I was like, oh, fine, whatever. And they're like, Johnny's gonna join us, got it. So I was like, bet, because Johnny's fucking giant to me, right? That's their older brother. So we go out in the back, and they pull out these 2 joints. Okay, everybody smokes weed at this point, but me. And we get in a circle, and it's literally everybody in PMW and Johnny, like head honcho dude, right? So it's like mad respect. He's got his glowing speaker. It's fucking changing colors and shit. And bro, I remember it. It passed. They kept passing it so quick. And then I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't feel it, and I was like, am I supposed to feel it? Rip it one more time? And then they're like, just wait, it'll kick in. So I was like, okay. And I'll never forget it, bro. LSD turns on by A$AP Rocky. That's why he's all so dope, right?
Crazy.
And I closed my eyes, put my head back, I'm like, whoa. And I like fell through the floor. It was so high, bro. And I was like, holy shit. And so I like, my head was spinning like a motherfucker. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. And leading up to this point, all the boys are telling me one thing, to do one thing tonight, do not throw up. Do not throw up. So I'm like trying to get back to their room because I need to sleep or I'm gonna fucking throw up, right? And they're like, get to the house, get inside safely. So I like fucking throw open the door and they're like, quietly. And I fucking apparently was like tripping up the stairs or something. And I get to the bed, bro, and I'm sitting there, right? And you know how the spins go.
Of course I do.
And the whole entire time, bro, I was just thinking of throwing up. And I was like, fuck! So I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. I get up, bro, and I literally, my like zone is just like waving and shit, right? I cannot see right. And I get to the toilet, bro. I lift up the seat, and then I look at the toilet, and it shrinks like Despicable Me, bro. I'm like, oh heck no! So I'm like, literally dragon fire, bro, over the whole bathroom. And then I'm like, crap, I need to clean this up. So I pull out the cleaning stuff and put it on the bathroom, but I forget to clean. So that, because I looked at it and I was like, oh, I already cleaned it. Went to bed, bro, died. And then these boys are like out there finishing their smoke out there for a minute, and then they come back up, and then they freaking I hear, raw, and then Benji, clean that shit up. And I'm like, what you mean, man? I'm really stoned to my freaking bone, bro. And I'm like, I already cleaned it up. They're like, no, you fucking did it. That shit's everywhere. Went there, and then I was like, holy shit. And then I had to clean it all up. And then I did smoke for a long ass time.
No, that reminds me, like, when I get crossfaded, it's the worst. Oh. I always throw the fuck up. I remember one time I was chilling with my boy in Flagstaff, because that's where he's at. NAU, right? Or, NAU, right? I don't, yeah, fuck it. One of those colleges, right? It was his birthday. We were drinking all night, smoking all night, and bro's bed starts rocking, right? And I'm sleeping on the floor at this time, last time. This is towards the night. bro's bed starts rocking. It's hitting the back of my head, and then yeah, it's hitting the back of my head, and like his girlfriend was there at the time, and he's never had sex at this time. So I'm the type of person that usually screams out, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Right.
Like, because obviously the bed is rocking for a reason. They fucking.
Oh, right.
But I was like, I knew it was a virgin. So I was like, I'm gonna let it slide. But that rocket just made me nauseous. I moved and I was like, fuck, I'm still nauseous. So I got up and I was like walking. I didn't know where the fucking bathroom was. So I went to explore. And the spins he was talking about was hitting me walking down that alley. So I ended up just throwing up on some stairs, bro. And like I found my way to the fucking bathroom, right? I made a whole fucking mess. And then I went back to the room, still rocking. And by the way, I just went to bed. But later that day in the morning, I went back. Guess who's cleaning up the shit? The janitor. I felt so bad because I seen all this shit like I made. I was just like, man, fucking crazy.
Whoever did that?
Like, students here are wild, aren't they? He's like, they sure are, man.
Yeah, look at that shit. Oh, that's my carne asada burrito. I just, that's funny as fuck.
But yeah,
that Benji story when he first got high, amazing. Because we went and picked up from our new dealer, and Benji came. And it was his first time meeting Mark, and he still picks up from Mark today. And
shout out Mark,
right?
Shout out Mark.
Mark plug. I'll put his at.
Uncle Mark. You went to our wedding.
But we get back, and like we had these fire sessions, right? Our parents would be asleep, and we'd sneak downstairs and smoke out of an apple. And I remember Benji got high, like he was saying, and he was sitting there in the chair, and he was like, "Bro, I can't walk. And I was like, "Then don't walk. You're sitting down. Just stay sitting down." And he's like, "Bro, I can't walk right now. Like I can't do it." And I'm like, "Then just sit. You're chilling." And then he got up and walked, and I'm like, "Fuck, bro, it's all over." And he got in, and then
Are we good?
throw up everywhere.
What's the time at? 17.
Damn.
All right. I'm gonna start wrapping it up a little bit. Get everyone in here from P. Get everyone in here.
In the time being, I kind of want to share my story about my first house.
Yeah, go for it.
Can we switch pots?
Yeah.
Yeah, after the story, I want everyone in here. But
Okay. What am I doing? We're all gonna get back in the shot in a minute here. Okay,
Yeah.
so I really
not
want to
right now
explain this because
no, not right now.
this is one of the funnier stories that I've actually ever experienced in my life. First time I ever smoked, went over to the boys' house, it was a Friday night, just vibing, having a good night. And
Our house?
yeah, it was at the trap. We all pulled up to the house. Ben, the one who's not here, me and him had never smoked at this point. They had all smoked before, okay? So we're just vibing, we get there. I had taken my first jewel hit or off a nicotine device for the first time. It was Christian's Air, okay? I felt crazy after that. I was like, damn, I'm really doing some savage shit right now. You know what? Let's go crazy tonight, okay? Johnny, he's got the pen. He comes up, he's like, want to hit? I'm like, yeah. And then Ben was like, I won't get high unless you don't. I'm like, okay. So I was like, all right. So we both did it. We got high as hell. One of the craziest things that happened that night was Ben was dancing for some reason. I don't know what happened, but Ben started dancing. He was doing like the shoo. Yeah, okay. So he was doing that. Music was going crazy. There was a Circle K. Yeah, but he has the video if you can find it. We had a Circle K drink. Right by the Xbox that was set up when we were watching, I think we were watching some trippy shit or something. Yeah. And it was just playing as we were listening to music. And Ben starts shooing or doing whatever. He knocks over the drink. It spills all over the Xbox, okay? At this point, the Xbox is flooded with water. Like, flooded with water. Ben picks it up, he's like doing this, dunking it. It was
flooded with like Dr. Pepper.
What's up?
We shorted the outlet.
Yeah.
We shorted the outlet, so like the power in our room just went out.
Vanilla DP in the Xbox, but it survived.
Yeah, it survived. That's it.
How the fuck did it survive?
And,
Did you put it in ranks?
we still use it till this day. I was actually playing the new Modern Warfare today on that Xbox.
Oh, the same Xbox? The same Xbox One?
Iconic.
The gray one, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
But yeah,
PS4 game, you feel me?
Respect.
Man, fuck Xbox. But anyway. I want to start wrapping it up here. I want everyone in PMW in this shot right now.
all right, Tanner now.
Hey, you too,
Yo,
man.
Tanner.
Was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
I know.
really
I got one more. I got one more question.
okay,
I just want everyone in this shot so we can talk about it.
Yo, Tanner, we're waiting on you, homie.
He's conducting business.
He does not
He's a
care.
businessman.
They're probably talking about money right now. That's probably why. Tanner, the
God.
money, man.
All of them still running? Which one is that? That one is?
You still running?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him one more question. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That one's done, so you can leave. Oh, yeah.
So you want to be in that shot too?
Yeah, you gotta lay across, I think.
No.
We'll get a photo like that. All right. So I got one final question for y'all. What can we expect for PMW in the next coming year?
Tons of
Podcasts
content.
on YouTube, blowing the fuck up.
A lot.
We're gonna have tons of content. We're gonna be changing the world. We're gonna make this world a better, positive place. And yeah.
We have set the stones in place to accomplish the goals we want to. And so we're going to continue to venture into the fitness world, the clothing world, and creating a clothing line. We have members of the team that have different goals, but we're finding a way to bring all of those goals together. And so in the next year, you will see at least one PMW venue, and we are working on building a venue where we can do reoccurring shows. You will see more music videos, more interviews, more high quality work, and us continuing to get 1% better every single day, as well as sharing our knowledge with the world and creating love in a community that a lot of people want to be a part of, and just teaching people there's a different way of life and working for someone else, and you can do what you love and still make it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's basically just the connections. Just keep on meeting people, and everyone you meet, just being a positive person in their life and introducing themselves to the game. And for me personally, gonna start making some EDM music here soon. Podcast with this man. I'm gonna get into videography and photography with the camera soon. Just be that dude for the boys. And yeah, we're just all grinding every day, and it's like about getting yourself right too. Like for me personally, like I'm still like getting myself good before I can go get all the boys good. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
that's why we have each other. Because if one or two of us are having a bad day or whatever, like the four of us are having a good day, lift the others up, keep PMW going.
100.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got a couple clothing brands in the way. You'll see some PMW clothing soon.
Stay tuned,
So don't even worry.
Talk to the mic a little bit.
We got some music videos, clothing. We got all kinds of stuff coming, so definitely stay tuned.
Yes, sir. All right.
The biggest thing that we trying to build is a community. That's our number one. That's the number one thing that you're gonna see from PMW is that we all in this together. Like we all going up together, straight up.
No, for real.
notes going up.
If you want to be a part of it, we want you to be a part of it.
No, for real. I'm excited to see y'all grow and be a part of it.
Hell yeah.
For real.
Yes,
But
sir.
all right, I'm gonna start wrapping it up. But shout yourselves out right now.
It's Nick, also known as Dome. It was a pleasure to be on with Coco. Hope to see him again very soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's NX Anxiety. I got gaming content daily. Go follow the socials: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, anything.
I'm Tanner, the businessman. Do a little bit of everything and make sure we continue to stick to the plans and goals we set. So you'll see. We're going to keep working.
Talk to it, Benji.
Alright, I'm Benji, aka Cheech, and follow my Instagram. But thank you for your time.
Shout out your Instagram.
Shout out Cheech and Dome. Oh, and shout out my new YouTube channel, Cheech's High Life Adventure, and my podcast, The Midnight Patrol.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
And it's Alex, but check out PMW, everything, entertainment, fitness, we got all kinds of shit. C-Note right here, that's the boy.
C-Note.
Talk to him.
C-Note, I got music on all platforms, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify. My Instagram is LilBlue1400. And yeah.
Yeah, C-Note's music is amazing. So.
Bro, you don't gotta tell me twice.
Y'all need to
check it out for real.
Go check out Changes, bro. Wife, all those.
New album coming out.
Yeah, new album.
The new album is coming next Friday, 11/11.
11/11. There's a throwing a little party
Album listening party.
So I better get an invite
all
for that.
Oh yeah, you there? You there?
Next podcast.
Bro, a podcast in the middle of that party, bro, would be crazy.
Everybody going crazy in the background, we're just sitting down.
Just shut the fuck up. We're trying to film a podcast. No. All right, that's everybody. Everyone shut themselves out.
Sir.
All right.
Appreciate you.
It's been a pleasure.
This is Coco Romero. This is something to talk about. The best hangout on the internet, and man, I've had a blast with y'all. All right, clap it up for yourselves, though, for real. All right, bro. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Shout out Coco.
Shout out Coco for real.
Legend.
I bet.
Damn, bro.
I appreciate you, bro, for real.
Yeah,